Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to sit down and do a trying new makeup, get ready with me. I want to do a really glowy look. I have some new products I'm really excited about. I have the About Face cheek balms that I purchased. I also have the new Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer that I purchased, as well as this St. Jane pore smoothing sunscreen. And then I do have some products sent from Ciate. There's a whole sort of collection for the summer. There's a bronzing lip oil, also this like really emollient dewy bronze stick. I don't know if I'm going to use the cheek tint just because I really want to use the About Face. And then there's also a coconut setting powder. I also have this cute little palette I purchased. This is the Physicians Formula and the Breakfast Club palette. I do also want to attempt to apply these on camera, and I don't know if I'm gonna regret this. These are from Flutter Habit. So these are essentially at-home lash extensions, and they're the kind that go like under your lash, and they're supposed to last like 3 to 5 days. So I wanna play with that and really just focus on the skin and see if I can get these to work while also just chatting and catching up with you guys. So I will link everything that I used today down below in my description box. If you're new here, I hope you subscribe. I do a ton of makeup content, and if you enjoyed these videos, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out, and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, I've got you zoomed in, and because I want to focus in on the lashes, I'm just going to take my Makeup by Mario palette and go in with this shade right here, and I'm just going to dust this in the crease. I'm going to try to just focus on skin today, and I really have been wanting to try these at-home lashes. I hope I don't have a reaction, but I feel like I've heard so many good things about Flutter Habit. Is that what they're called? Flutter Habit. And then I also have heard good things about Lashify, but those were a lot more expensive and honestly pretty confusing when I was on the website. I didn't know there's like all different styles and different lengths, and I was just looking for something that was sort of like beginner friendly. So anyways, I want to go in with these Flutter Habit lashes, okay? So I'm going to try the Sweetheart, I think, because I feel like this is one of their best sellers and it's not as dramatic. So in here you get all of the lashes. So this is supposed to be pretty easy. You're supposed to take the little segments off, trim them, and then pull off any glue that was stuck to them. And then you just use the adhesive. I think you have to buy it separately. I did. And you put it on the lash, and then you put it underneath your lash. Now the only thing I'm like confused about is, do I put mascara on? Do I not? I don't think that I do. I zoomed you in a little bit more. I'm going to be using the black adhesive. I feel like that was what I saw a lot of people really liking. So I really don't know like if there's a wait time, if you're supposed to let the glue dry. So I have the first lash segment ready to go. I don't think I'm going to trim this one just because I feel like I want that fluttery look. So essentially the idea is to put it like under here, right? But obviously you're gonna have a lash adhesive on it. So I'm gonna prep the lash segments, like pull the glue off and stuff, and then we'll start applying. Okay, so I've taken all of the residue off the lashes, and then I'm gonna go in with the black glue. I'm just going to apply to the top of the lash band. It doesn't say to wait. Like with lash glue, typically you have to let it dry, but it doesn't say to do that. So I'm just wondering if I should maybe like give it a second, and then I'm gonna have to try to apply these on camera. It's gonna be kind of gross, so trigger warning if you don't like eyes. I'm kind of weirded out by eyes too. So let's just see. I'm actually terrified. Okay, so you're supposed to put it like under your lash. Oh my God. Do you need to let this glue get tacky? Okay, definitely got that in my eye. So, wow. Okay, so we're gonna try again. From what I'm seeing, I feel like you may wanna let the glue sit for a second. Okay, so we're going in for our second attempt. You definitely need to have like a close-up mirror. I have my magnifying mirror now. I feel like still that's not sticking the best. Oh God. Oh, it burns your eye. Okay. Okay, there has to be some sort of like hack on All right, so we're striking out here. That actually really hurts your eyes when it gets in your eye. All right, so we're going in for the third attempt. I think I'm applying it like to my waterline, and that's why it's not sticking. I don't understand, because that's on my lash. Okay, these look a little wonky, but I feel like we got them on. I'm going in for the third. And I either get it like too low and then it hurts, like it burns. All right, I feel like we're getting somewhere, but I think you have to let the lash glue get tacky, which I couldn't find that information anywhere. And that's super helpful because like when you do lashes, like just false lashes, if you try to put it on without letting the lash glue get tacky, it's gonna slip and slide. But again, I'm not familiar with this product, so let's try to do this way inner corner here. All right, so I think we finally got this eye done, and I just looked up a couple tutorials and they do say to let the glue get tacky. So I'm gonna start on this eye. We're just gonna do our best here. Even if these don't last, like even if they only last today, that's fine, because I just wanna see how to apply them. Oh my God, it burns when it gets in your eyes. Oh. That one hurt. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some practice involved in this. Okay, so we finally got the lashes on. Are they perfect? No. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. I feel like the key is going to be getting the right placement, so not putting it on your actual waterline, but sticking it to your lash, and then also letting the lash glue dry longer than you think. They're so small in the way they curl. When you put the lash glue on them and you set them down, they rock back so that the lash glue sticks to whatever surface you put it on. So I got to figure out how to let the lash glue get tacky without it getting all over. But for now, I mean, I could see why people like these. Once the lash glue is tacky, I'm assuming you just like pop them on and go. So I feel like they probably would be really nice for every day if you can get them to last 3 to 5 days. So I want to move on to the skin. I'm covered in this lash glue, so we're just going to ignore it. I want to go in with my moisturizer. This is just one I've been liking from Beauty Pie. I'm just going to apply it all over. Yeah, the lashes are not perfect, but I feel like I just kind of have to watch some more application videos about, you know, how long to let the glue get tacky. So next I want to try out this new primer that caught my attention. I do have to say I love the packaging, but it says the Pore Smoothing SPF 30 Sunscreen. So this is from St. Jane Beauty. I've only tried, I think, like 1 or 2 products from them, but I was in store the other day at Sephora, and you know, it got me. The packaging, and I've heard no one talk about it. So it has an SPF 30, it's supposed to be pore smoothing. Let's see what the texture is like. So it's like sort of this like yellowy, sort of texture. So I'm just gonna smooth this in my T-zone for now. Obviously, if you're using it for like SPF, you're gonna be out, you know, all day. You'd want to apply more, but I'm gonna be editing, and I really just want to see in terms of like pore smoothing. So it feels pretty moisturizing. It has a light like scent to it, almost like sunscreen mixed with like a spa-like scent, and it feels really nice. I mean, it's got a slip to it, so I feel like it's going to give you glow. Now, I don't know in terms of like how it's gonna do for my pores until I get my foundation on. I don't see a ton of smoothing. There's a little bit of like tack to it, so it's really emollient, and then when you know, apply it all over, it sort of has a little bit of a grip to it, which may be really nice. For foundation, I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint mixed with a little bit of my NARS. Now, the reason I'm gonna use these is the Beauty Blender works beautifully with cream products, but I did pick up the new Sephora concealer. They only had a couple shades in store, so I had to go with, I think they had like 3 options. So I went with the lightest one, and I used it yesterday, and it's a little bit dark. So I'm hoping that I am able to make it work if I use like a deeper foundation. So I did apply, you know, makeup to my chest just to make me look tanner than I really am. So I'm gonna mix these two together. Oh, that's still lighter than I thought. So because that's too light, I've never done this, but I'm gonna try, because this product is actually a face and body makeup, I'm gonna try to mix in a little bit just to see if I can match my neck a little bit better. All right, that's working a little bit, so I'm just gonna have to sort of go over with a sponge. Okay, so I feel like I got the foundation to match my chest a little bit more. I'm super tan right now. The reason I wanted to do that is because when I went to get this in store, they only had 3 different shades in the back. She brought them out and this was the lightest one. So they described this as light medium skin with pink undertones. To me, this is deeper. Now it's supposed to be full coverage, long wearing, natural finish. So this is what the packaging looks like. So you can see, like, applying it there. I think the reason that it looks somewhat okay right now is because obviously I deepened my foundation. So I think I'm gonna try, let's try the sponge on one side. So they had their best skin ever foundation and I actually did not like that at all. I know a lot of people did though. But yesterday when I used this concealer, I thought it was nice on my under eyes. It just threw me off because the shade is deeper than I usually use. So I'm gonna order a lighter shade, but I wanted to just demo it. So I feel like with this deeper foundation, it looks okay, but you know, I don't usually wear my foundation this dark. So I went ahead and zoomed you in. I don't feel like it's a full coverage off the bat. I would say it's more of a medium. It's not drying in my opinion. So I feel like it's, you know, nice and I guess skin-like. I'm gonna try to build up. This is like my problem area. And I'm just gonna take a brush and sort of like press in. But I like that it's skin-like. It doesn't enhance my texture. It didn't seem to cling when I wore it yesterday. So I feel like I still have just like a little bit right there that just does not want to be covered. So this is what it's looking like built up. I actually really like this formula, which is interesting because I really did not like at all. I did not like the foundation. It was just really heavy for me and it just was not flattering on my texture. So I want to go in next. Usually I would set, but what I'm going to do is play around with some cream products. Now I used this yesterday just playing around. This is from Ciate. It's the Dewy Sticks like bronzer. So it very much gives me almost like Huda Beauty cream blush vibes, but it's supposed to be like a bronzer. So what I'm gonna do is just take my brush, I'm just taking a clean brush and sort of loading it only because this really isn't, you know, overly pigmented. I feel like it does give a really pretty sort of like bronze look to the skin, but I don't know how well that is blending. It's very like glossy and balmy and it's lifting. Okay, so yesterday it didn't lift, which is interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try it now on a sponge. So do you see the little bit of like glow and like, it gives a little bit of a bronze look, but it's definitely lifting and it did not lift yesterday. All right, so what I'm gonna do is remove that because I feel like it's just starting to look really heavy. All right, I'm gonna go back in and try to just like blend around here. All right, so I'm gonna switch to the Rare Beauty bronzing stick. So now I wanna go in with what I'm probably most excited about. These are the About Face Cheek Freak Blush Bombs. So I purchased 2 different shades. They shipped pretty quickly. I really wanna get more if I like this formula. So the packaging is really cute. This shade is called Cowgirl. It's like this really beautiful terracotta. Feels very balmy when you touch it. And then the other shade I picked up is called Laid, which is like a pink. They had some really fun like purple shades. So this is a pinky color. So definitely a cooler toned pink. So I think I want to go in with this one first. I'm just gonna use my beauty blender and work off my hand. So usually I do cream blush at the end, but because I wanted to try more glowy products, I decided to do it like differently. So if I were to do it this way, I will set with the Dior powder. Okay, so that's really pretty. I'm just kind of building it up, but I do prefer to put my cream blush on top of powder. Okay, that's really pretty. I'm gonna put a little bit on the sides of my nose. And then I wanna go in with the pink shade too, just because I wanna try it. So I'm gonna take a little bit on my sponge. I did try the Huda Beauty yesterday, the new Love Fest collection. I tried the blushes on an unset face and they worked beautifully. So some, you know, cream blushes will not gel with powder. I do prefer ones that do, but I know some people don't put theirs on top of powder. I want to go in and set the face now, and I'm a little scared. I hope that this doesn't go crazy. So I'm gonna use the new Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder from Ciate. So this is a white, really light setting powder. I used this yesterday and it seemed to be fine. Like it wasn't clinging, it didn't have any, you know, shimmer in it. So I'm going to start on my T-zone, like right under my eyes. Oop, I'm already getting creasing. I literally don't know how people don't. Like, it's unreal to me. So I'm really just gonna focus this. My T-zone, it has a nice light coconut scent. Yeah, but it's nothing overpowering, so it's not gonna be like bothersome. And now I'm just taking a smaller brush just to sort of blend this away. So it feels like a really lightweight powder. Like this is a powder that I would use on more natural days. So for some reason, the foundation came off my nose. I'm telling y'all, when I tried to do all cream looks, my skin is just like, I feel like my forehead's starting to patch too. Something about it, like powder with cream on my skin, like I'll see people use a big brush and just go over their powders. How? It would lift horribly. So I'm going in now with my Beauty Blender Puff and my Dior powder, and I'm going to say a prayer. So I'm going to sort of just pat over. Okay, so that seemed to be all right, but I feel like my forehead is patchy. What's new? I don't understand why or like what I could change. I think it's just some people experience patching. All right, so I don't know what is going on, but my nose, it's just lifting off. So, you know, just trying to remedy it, but I don't know really what can be done here. So because I feel like I lost a little bit of definition, I'm gonna go in with this Physicians Formula palette. This is the Breakfast Club Volume 1, and I'm gonna go into this bronzer shade. Ooh, that was the wrong color. Okay, just to see if I can sort of add in a little bit more depth. I think that's why I don't, well, that's one reason why I don't do like creams and then powder, because to me, I'm like, well, then if you have to put a powder, blush, and bronzer on top of it, then you don't get like the full effect, you know what I mean? Like I just like putting cream blush over powder. I don't know. I feel like, I don't really know, you know? I just, every time I try to use like all creams, it just never looks good on my skin. I also want to use a little bit of this highlighter. It's really, really pretty. I thought it was gonna be too dark, but it's not. It just like really gives a nice glow to the skin, especially if you like really buff it in. And I'm just gonna take some down my nose where I have no foundation left. Okay. I'm also gonna add a little bit of this blush that I got from Amazon. This is from the brand 3INA Cosmetics. I mean, this is a Babs blush. It's very pigmented, so just be aware. But I'll link the shade down below. Just feel like putting that powder over top kind of took away the color from the About Face. So for lips, I'm gonna go in with this ABH lip liner in Chai. So I added a little bit of my lip stain. I will link it down below, but I got this in PR from Kaja, and this is the Love Swipe Lip, and this is in the shade Sweet Softy. So this is supposed to be like a moussey formula, so I thought we could try it. It's more of like a cool tone color, but I really like moussey formulas. Ooh, it smells good. And on top of that, I want to try the Ciate Bronze Glow Shimmering Lip Oil. So let's see. So it has a really pretty like bronzy color to it. Feels really nice. I don't know if I'd say it feels like a lip oil. Sort of like a hybrid between a lip oil and a balm. And lastly, when I was in store, I got the Milk Hydro Grip and Refresh Spray. Now I know this isn't new, but I don't think I ever tried this, and a lot of people really seem to love this. So I picked up the mini, so I thought we could try it. Okay, I don't smell a scent, so let's just go ahead and apply. Ooh, mister is nice. That mister is really nice. It's like in your face, but also not droplets. So this is supposed to lock your makeup in, but it also is supposed to kind of refresh it. It's alcohol free. My friend Cheryl said this really just makes your skin look healthy, like you've been wearing your foundation for a couple hours without being greasy. What is that? There's like a fuzzy on me. Okay. I mean, I'm definitely seeing a glow from that spray. All right, guys, so here's my finished makeup look, trying a bunch of new products, a lot of cream products, and I did struggle along the way. I added some other things, but I want to give you my first impressions. So I really do feel like I'm going to like the Flutter Habit lashes, even though it didn't look like I was having a good time. I really wasn't when it was getting in my eye. And I do think that my, lashes don't look perfectly even. There's going to be a learning curve. So I'm going to watch some more videos on how to apply these. I also think that I do need to let the glue really get tacky, but I need to find a way to let the lashes sit and get tacky without getting all over. So I will keep trying these out. I will see how long this lasts. Let's see if I can get, 2-3 days out of it. But I could see how it would be really nice, just because if you have to apply this maybe like once every 4 days, I really feel like once you get the hang of it, it'll be quick. And then honestly, I do feel a lot more put together when I have lashes on. I look like a naked mole rat without my lashes, and I get tired of having to, cover the lash band and cut the lashes and the glue and the whole thing. So I feel like I'm gonna like this. I just have to play around with it a little bit more. Too early to tell on this St. Jane Pore Smoothing SPF, but I do like the way that it feels. Feels very hydrating. I really like the Super Goop Unseen, and then I really love the Summer Fridays, but unfortunately it caused me breakouts. This is sort of more like the Summer Fridays in the sense that it's very hydrating, but I don't find it to be heavy. In terms of my pores being smooth, I don't know just yet, just because I did sort of use a lot of products, put creams over the T-zone, so I'll have to keep you updated. But my first impression is that I feel like I look nice and glowy. It didn't, act funky with my makeup, other than that weird nose thing, which my nose is the first, problem area, so I'll keep trying it out. I really like the Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer. Now this shade is too deep for me. I had to deepen my foundation quite a bit just to get it to work. So I'm gonna pick up a lighter shade, but I feel like this is a very thin, I don't find it to be hydrating, but I don't find it to be drying. It's just sort of right in the middle. The only thing is I don't think that it is, full coverage off the bat. I would say medium, but it looks really nice on the under eye. It doesn't feel heavy or it's not clinging. So for me, I really like this so far, which I'm shocked by because I did not like the foundation. A little unsure about the Ciate Bronzing Dewy Stick. I used it yesterday and I did really like it. I don't know what would be different other than the fact that yesterday I just used the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint and I didn't have any lifting. So it could be the primer, it could be the ColourPop that I added in, or even the NARS. This is very, very dewy, so this is not something I would put over a powder, but yesterday I just kind of applied it all over and then I set with the Dior powder like I did today. I didn't experience lifting yesterday, but this is more of a very glowy product. I think this would be beautiful like on vacation if you wanted to use your concealer and then just sort of put this on the high points of your face. So I'll keep trying it out. I'm surprised that I actually like it as much as I do. I will keep trying these out. I love the colors of these. There's some really fun like purple shades and just bright colors. These definitely have a balmy texture. They're not super pigmented, but they're not sheer. So I'm gonna keep trying them out. I just really don't know if this would work over a powder just because of the balmy sort of texture, but I'll keep giving them a try. I think the colors are absolutely stunning. And the Physicians Formula palette I think is super cute. I've kind of given my thoughts in in the last video. I like the bronzer up here, and then I really like this highlighter a lot. The blushes are a little subdued for me, but I feel like this is a cute, affordable way to get like all of your complexion products in one. I've really been enjoying this powder blush that I got from Amazon. They have some more brighter shades as well, but this just looked like the perfect baby doll pink. I really love this. The Kaja lip, I like the feel of it. It's a little bit cool toned for every day, so I have to keep trying it. I really like more like moussey lip products than actual like dry down matte, but all of the shades lean more cool mauve from what I could tell, but I'll keep giving it a try. And then I like this Bronzy Glow shimmering lip oil. To me, it doesn't feel like an oil, it's more of a balm. An oil is like super high shine, like the Fenty Skin or the Jaclyn. This is more of a balm, but I still think it feels nice. I just don't know if it's like wow crazy formula. I'll keep giving it a try. I almost forgot the powder. I actually liked this powder yesterday, and I do think that it's nice for a light set if you wear a lot of cream products, so I can see why they would put this in the summer collection. It has a light coconut scent. It's very thin, so I feel like this is a very lightweight powder, almost like a By Terry powder if you've ever tried that. So I like this so far. It wouldn't be one that I would like bake with, but it would be one that I would reach for just to set my T-zone. I'm also excited to keep trying this Milk Makeup Setting Spray. The mister is great. It's very fine, but it really does get on your skin. You don't have to like get, you know, 2 inches from your face. I like that it's not chock full of fragrance, and I feel like it did give me a nice glow without feeling like heavy or sticky, although I do feel quite hydrated for me. This is a really pretty look, but it'll be slipping and sliding off my face probably in like 2 or 3 hours. So it's one of those that looks good for a little bit and then I feel like it's getting all over, but I do like how just like glowy and hydrated my skin looks. Okay, so I think that is everything for this trying new makeup video. I really just wanted to test out a lot of complexion products, really glowy products, and see what worked and what didn't. Of course, I'll keep trying these products out and let you know my final thoughts in a couple weeks. I will link everything down below in my description box. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and do let me know down below if you've tried any of these. If you have any tips for flutter habit lashes, or if you've tried any of these products, I want to know what you think. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.